You state in your written statement that, and I'm quoting, "I employ reproductive justice, RJ, as a theory and praxis to guide all of my work." And then it goes on to define RJ. Simply put, RJ points or posits that every person has the right to decide if and when to become pregnant and to determine the conditions under which they will birth and create families. In the Virginia legislature this year, there was a bill, and in answering questions, Delegate Tran was answering questions being put forward by Delegate Gilbert. Delegate Gilbert asked if, under the bill as it was put forward, if you could have an abortion as late as the time when the mother was already dilated. And the bill went on to say that could be for any reason, as long as there was one doctor, even some emotional reason at that late stage, and that there could be an abortion. Does that fit into your definition of RJ or reproductive justice?
I have to say that the question seems a little off-putting from the context of that we're talking about Title X grantees and funding.
Yes, ma'am, and I would not have asked it if you had not included it both in your written statement and in your oral statement to this committee. So I agree,
So
it's a little different, but you brought it up, and so I just want to know the answer. What is that? Is that a part of what you consider to be reproductive justice?
Here's the interesting thing about reproductive justice. It's not necessarily so much about what I think. The people who we serve are the experts in their own lives, and so they get to decide. It's not about what I think or what I believe. I have reproductive justice as it's defined in my own life. The really great thing about human rights is that people get to determine what rights they want to exercise within their lives, and that they have the capacity to make the decisions that they think are most important.
But do you think then under Title X it would be appropriate if somebody had a definition that included up to the point of dilation that they should be counseled to where they could go get an abortion in that late third trimester, they're already dilated? Should one of the Title X clinics then be counseling them to, here's where you go to get that late-term abortion?
I don't think that that is a question that I can answer, given that Title X grantees do not receive monies to be able to provide abortions.
But the issue here today is whether they can make referrals or talk about it, and if reproductive justice, as you have defined it, would include under some individuals' philosophy, up to the point of I'm dilated, I'm getting ready to give birth, and I've decided I don't want to. I mean, I know these are tough questions, but it was raised by your testimony. That's why I ask.
Well, I think there's a lot more background that would need to be provided. First of all, most abortions, almost 90%, happen in the first trimester. Late-term abortions are very, very rare. But
it's really either it's allowed under your view or it's not allowed.
It wouldn't be my decision to make.
All right. Ms. Foster, what do you say about that?
Excuse me. I would consider that to be quite concerning, of course.
I thank you very much. I yield back.